One of the things we want to point out is that on the home page, there are many groups that, as we said, this is an affirmation of what already exists and what will yet exist. But we have a number of events, partners that we have. There's Spirit in Place, which many of you will know about, that has a number of faith-based activities that are happening within the next month or so. And so you can go quickly to what they are doing here with one click. We also have, for example, the Center for Congregations, which is a partner with us on various things in terms of education and resources for congregations. So one can go quick links on the front to these places that we know already exist. Center of Philanthropy, actually, we're really looking for the Lake Institute here. Dr. Bill Enright, the former pastor of Second Presbyterian Church, here it is, Lake Institute on Faith and Giving, which is a wonderful resource of research that's being done in town around the issue of religion and faith. Recently, we were with them for this conference on religion giving in uncertain times. And here you can actually see some of the summary on what it is that they were doing in that regard. That will be quickly here on the front page. We will also have, we're working through a conversation right now with the Indianapolis Star and their religion page, and we're looking forward to those conversations of how you can link directly, particularly with issues of religion and stories that are being done there. And then what is also, I think, very helpful in here is what are called faith-based networks. This website is also an educative tool. That is to say, there are a number of, if you will, coming together of faith communities that work together on a number of issues. And what we've done is separate them out into categories. So for example, here are some interdenominational interfaith ministerial associations and groups. Some of you may have heard of Faith, Hope, and Love. And of course, some of our members are involved with Faith, Hope, and Love. So you can quickly go to this network page and get right to the places that have partnerships within the faith community. If you go here, every year there's an Indianapolis Prayer Breakfast, which we co-sponsor if you go under interdenominational multi-faith annual events. Also on faith-based networks, this log in here. Christian Blue Pages, the Christian Chamber of Commerce, faith-based bookstores, the Front Porch Alliance, which has a degree of faith involvement in it, the governor's office. Actually, we're going to hear from the district attorney's office, which is also a supporter of this. Kevin Tishner will speak in a minute. Chaplaincies in the area. And these are national and international faith offices that a lot of people are not aware of right here in Indianapolis. The Pentecostal Assemblies of the World, I hope this comes up. Well, okay, there we go. This is a listing of some of their churches here, but we have churches that belong to that, but they are here nationally. We also have the Christian Church Disciples of Christ, which is here nationally. We also have the Christian Churches Together. Christian Churches Together is the national umbrella that is the most inclusive national body that includes the U.S. Catholic Conference of Bishops. It includes the evangelical community, the National Association of Evangelicals. It includes mainline congregations, racial ethnic congregations. It is a national forum, and their headquarters or their directors right here in Greater Indianapolis, and is a supporter of the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis. That's Christian Churches Together. We also have the representatives of the National Association of Evangelicals here. We also have the Global Christian Forum, which is actually based in Geneva, Switzerland, again, where many of our members belong to groups like the World Council of Churches and the World Evangelical Forum that is listed here. At the bottom is a listing here of resources and neighborhood research that can help congregations or those who are trying to network with the faith community to do research. They have the Polis Center, of course. We have the City of the City of Indianapolis, and of course state websites where we can go for demographic information and other research to help people move their missions forward. So those are listed. The Christian Phone Book, but this is the YMCA. These are some of the other partners. Teen Challenge, the YWCA is here. So you can kind of get an idea of some of the other faith-based networks that already exist and are part of our community. Here we also have, I don't know if we put this up here on our store.
The store is actually coming.
Right, the store is coming soon, but this will be a listing of places. We're going to have a partnership with Amazon.com and recommend materials that people can read to understand the difference, for example, between an apostolic Christian community and an Islamic Shiite community, for example. There's a lot of difference in religious approaches to networking with faith communities, and our store is going to have recommended reading materials and places you can go. There's a new website called Pegasus that's national, where you can go very quickly and try at least get a thumbnail about what these different confessions, religions, denominations, and networks believe or don't. Many people get frustrated because they think this congregation should participate in social ministries or community, but their theological orientation doesn't allow it easily, or it may not even allow it at all. And so this website will be an educative tool to get people to understand when you go into faith-based networking, there are some premises you might want to check out before you do so. The other piece that we're very excited about is the news tab. And under the news tab, we're going to be presenting here, for example, some alternative news sources. Of course, the front page will be local news links, as we've said about the Indy Star, about Channel 8. But there are also some national places that we can go and some global places we can go. One of the sites that I would like to pull up at the moment is the Religious News Service, which is kind of the AP, or the Associated Press, for religion. And you can go quickly here under this link and today see what they're featuring as religious newsworthy items. So that will be under the tab for alternative news sources. World Faith News is another one. You can go quickly here and see where you can go and see what some of their headlines are and compare as to what's happening with us globally, and see where trends are that affect us locally. The events page has already been described, our store. One of the other pieces that we're very excited about too, and this is in discussion particularly with Russ Pulliam at the Star, he said that the program that we've had historically called Faces of Faith would be of particular interest because these are going to be interviews with special people.